909 Big 550 KTRS. You are now watching us on KPLR 11.2. That's channel 187 on your Charter Communications system. You can also watch us at stltoday.com with our partnership with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Our partnership with KPLR channel 11 is where you can watch us on 11.2 with an HD antenna. Also, 550, the webpage is ktrs.com. Download our app, and you can certainly listen to us 550 on your AM dial. Now, over the weekend, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch had a story about the maker movement, which is many people giving up their corporate jobs and their corporate salaries and going off and creating and making. And because of the internet, they're able to, you don't have to mass produce things, but you can make them. You can use your craftsmanship, your artistry, and you can sell them. Well, one of those companies is right here in St. Louis. Excuse me. It's called the Windsor Chairs Shop. And Karen Quick, the owner of the Windsor Chairs Shop, joins us. Karen from Clarksville, Missouri, welcome to KTRS.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure.
You also came with my Nantucket chair.
Mm-hmm. It's a Nantucket fan back.
All right. Let's talk about the chair. Let's talk about your company first. Your company makes Windsor chairs.
Yes. It's my husband, myself, and we have a 25-year-old apprentice.
How long have you been doing this?
For about 15 years.
And you're based in Clarksville, Missouri?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How were the floods this year?
Not bad at all.
No.
No,
okay.
it wasn't bad.
Your shop was right on the river, and it would flood occasionally, right?
Well, we're all professional sandbaggers, and we have a lot of volunteer help, so we were fine.
You were good.
Yeah.
All right. Clarksville, for those who don't know, is how far from St. Louis?
You're about a 45-minute drive, maybe an hour, depends on the traffic, but not far. It's a half a tank trip.
And it's, is that Highway 79?
79 North.
79. It's the river road, the back way to Hannibal.
Correct.
So take your time, and when you get to Clarksville, make a right on what street?
On Howard Street.
On Howard Street. It's right there.
It's right there across from City Hall.
You've been making these chairs for 15 years, and you told me, well, first of all, tell people how you make this Windsor chair.
Okay, well, we start out with 3 logs. Basically, we use green wood. We hand chop the seats out. They are made out of white pine. The legs are turned on our lathe. We do have a pedal lathe that we do for reenactments. And
so you don't use electricity for your lathe?
Well, we do now because we have a business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we turn the legs and the side stretchers on the lathe.
Right.
And the seat is white pine. We hand chop it out with an adze, and then finish it off with a scorp. The spindles are red oak, as the crest of the chair is too, because it has a bending ability. We have an 80 schedule PVC pipe basically hooked up with a turkey cooker, and we steam the wood anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. It has to be green, because
right.
you have to be able to bend it. And we have jigs, certain jigs for certain chairs to do your bending.
Sure. And
the arms of the chair are actually made out of mahogany. So there's 3 or 4 different kinds of woods used in the chair, and the finish is old-fashioned milk paint. I've seen Windsors in the raw, and with the different colors of woods, they just don't blend.
Right.
So originally, Windsors were always painted.
Interesting. Now, how many nails do you have in here?
No nails.
No nails.
No nails, no screw, no metal at all.
No nothing.
No.
How was that held together?
Basically, we split, like the legs come through the seat, and Windsors are the only chairs in the world that do this.
Yes.
We split the maple on the legs, and we put a wedge in it. And the only time we use glue is we call that Windsor chair makers WD-40 because you have to be able to massage the wood into your holes, which are hand drilled with a spoon bit, and spoon bits are the oldest tools actually known to man. They were found in archaeological digs in Egypt.
And you say that this chair is made the same specifications and the same handmade quality that they used in Philadelphia in 1776.
Pretty much, yes. In fact, this chair actually would date to around 1780 to 1790. It's called a Nantucket fanback. And we have not changed the patterns at all. Now, for your chair, because we do custom make them, we've made them for people 4'9" to 6'8".
Right.
So we did your legs when we turned your legs on our lathe. We
Right.
turned them a little bit longer for you.
Okay, certainly understandable. The rails that the chair sits on, it's a rocking chair. I decided to
Correct.
make it a rocking chair. Those rails are cut out of one piece of wood.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's cut with the grain, never against the grain.
Right. What? You get a 90-day warranty on this chair?
Oh no, forever warranty.
A forever warranty.
Yep.
You've been selling these chairs for 15 years. How many chairs have been sent back because they broke?
None.
No.
We've never received a chair back.
Never received a chair.
No. No, even children's chairs too. We make a nice selection of children's chairs too, and they're all historically correct.
I bought a chair at a big box store not too long ago, and it broke on me. How can it be? They're bigger and better. How can you make better chairs?
Well, actually, they probably make thousands of chairs a week, mass produced. A lot of the Windsors now are being made with CNC machines, which, they make 200-300 chairs a week.
Right.
We make tops in our shop 2 chairs a week.
How long does it take you to build a chair?
That took a week, and it also took 3 days for the finish because it's painted with old-fashioned milk paint,
Right.
which I hand brush. I do it in layers, so you have those pretty colors underneath, and then it goes through linseed oil. I soak it down with linseed oil, antique it, and then it sits for about 24 hours, and then it gets a coat of wax.
Now this, I picked out the Nantucket, which is, it's not an oval back, it's a rectangle back, I guess is the best way to explain it to people on the radio.
Right, yeah, well, with the long spindles, and you got a support tailpiece.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I made the rocker. Now, in terms of the paint, you keep saying milk paint. I didn't know this until I walked into your store. This is, and I got to choose this, but I chose black over green. So you first painted it black, and then you painted it green. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. What I do is I wipe the chairs down with a damp cloth to raise the grain to see if there's anything needs to be slightly sanded.
Right.
Very minimal sanding on these chairs because we use very sharp tools to do them.
Right.
And then I mix up the milk paint. I buy it from the old-fashioned milk paint company in powdered form and mix it up custom. And I knew you wanted that pretty Lexington green over black, so it went in layers.
Right.
And I'm very picky with my paint.
And that, you say, is that's the color they used back in 1776.
Right, yeah, because they used to call Windsors when they were imported from England the green chairs or the stick chairs, and you could see why.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this is the Nantucket, but you have a wide variety of different Windsor chairs you build.
Right. We have 15 styles of Windsor chairs, including some children's chairs. We do a miniature version of all of our adult chairs for children, too.
Right.
Which we absolutely love doing. People buy them for their kids. They buy them for teddy bears or to put a special doll in, too.
Where do you sell these chairs?
Well, we have sold quite a few of them now to Missouri residents. At first, we were doing out of state.
Right.
We ship a lot back to New England. We've shipped them around the world. We've shipped some to Saudi Arabia, France, England, Sweden. So we really enjoy making their labors of love.
All from your shop in Clarksville, Missouri.
Right.
And they find you on the internet.
They find us on the internet. Right.
How did it's you, your husband, and an apprentice.
Correct.
How did you guys get into this?
Well, my husband was in a serious truck driving accident years ago. It was in 1998. And it pretty much left him handicapped. And he still is handicapped. I call him my free labor because he doesn't get paid for it. But after his accident, he was healing externally but not internally. And I saw an advertisement for the Windsor Chair Institute in Hampton, New Hampshire, taught by Mike Dunbar.
Right.
And I've always loved colonial furniture. I think I have a colonial soul. And I said, I think you really need to do this. So I put him on a plane. I said, this is your adventure. You need to go, without me.
Right.
He came back a week later, smiling for the first time in a year after his accident, because he was pretty badly hurt. And strapped on his walker, he had 2 pieces of rope pushing his walker towards me, smiling with his first chair, and it was a Boston sack back. And he said, I'm making these. So we started giving them away to friends as gifts, and they kind of got upset when we went into business.
Right.
Because no more free chairs. But we've donated chairs to hospitals. We've done, different things for charity work too. We have, help for fundraising for Clarksville
Sure.
too.
Right.
So we love them. It's a labor of love to make them. And of course, the old-fashioned milk paint is biodegradable and non-toxic.
And so you weren't a milk painter by trade. You had to learn this then.
Well, I've been milk painting since high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
loved it, and I found this awesome company that makes it in a powdered form, and I mix it up, per customer.
When you say milk paint, that's the paint they used back in the colonial days.
Right, yeah, because they didn't have, Lowe's, Home Depot paint.
Right.
They made their own paint
Right.
out of any cow's milk, goat's milk, and then mixed earthen ingredients in it to achieve the colors.
Yeah. It's so wonderful.
Oh,
it's,
thank you.
It's more beautiful than I imagined it would be.
Well, thank you. That's so kind.
And we should say that I'm geeking out because I'm the woodworker, but you brought the chair in, and everybody here gasped at the chair and said, "Oh my God!" Everyone sat in it. It's comfortable. It's one of those. It's a conversation piece. Because you don't see furniture like that anymore.
No, you don't. In fact, if you go to a website called Windsor Chair Resources, there's only about 80 of us left that make these by hand anymore. And that includes Canada. So it's kind of a dying art. And when this is gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
And
this chair will be handed down from generation to generation.
Correct. It will be. And of course, your name is on the bottom.
Right. That's the other thing is you personalize each chair.
Right. Each chair gets personalized in Old English calligraphy, hand burned in. Mm-hmm. And you can pick anything you want on the bottom of the chair. Of course, we sign it and date it. All of our, we do.
Sure.
And we've done funny things from never say never to people, their favorite alcohol. we did one chair that said vodka gimlet on the bottom, and that's fine, but it's fun.
Now this Mike Dunbar, you have now earned the highest degree of education from
Right.
that institute.
Yes, yeah. We went to the Windsor Institute. I have a few classes to catch up with my husband.
Right.
He is actually a Duke of Windsor. He's supposed to be called His Grace, which I will never do.
Okay, certainly understandable.
But anyway,
yes.
But he's only about the 10th person in 30 years to complete every class at the Windsor Institute. So they're good friends of ours now.
World-class handmade Windsor chairs from Clarksville, Missouri. You ship them anywhere in the world. You need to ship more here to St. Louis because
we'd love to.
The minute people see this, you can only go as fast as you can go, right? You can't go any faster.
No.
So it isn't like you're going to get a bigger factory and you're going to move to China. I mean, this is a handcrafting love affair with wood and chairs and I can't tell if I'm more excited because I got to hear your story or you finally built me a chair. It's just it's so exciting. Now, what's coming up this weekend?
Okay, well, this weekend we are celebrating Sunflower Festival, which is lots of fun for everyone. We're doing a new marketing campaign called "There's No Place Like Clarksville."
Okay.
For like the Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home.
Sure.
So we're going to have live characters dressed in costumes strolling around town. We have our wonderful artist and blacksmith Mike Brewer in town. He's awesome. He painted cutouts of the characters in our city park.
Okay.
So you have your picture taken with them. And we have guest artists come, and they're going to be painting all over town, not necessarily sunflowers,
Sure.
but we do have a lot of sunflowers blooming now. And it's going to be a wonderful weekend. It's family-orientated, good food, B&Bs, places to stay, a rustic motel.
So if you're looking for something to do this weekend.
Sunflower Festival is awesome.
In Clarksville, Missouri, Highway 79, you said 45 minutes. I say maybe 40, 35, depending on how fast or slow you go. But it's not a highway drive. It's a neighborhood drive. It's a 2-lane road all the way up. It's nice. And it's 45 minutes. It's Clarksville. It's Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be, you can watch the artists paint all over town.
Sure.
Not necessarily have to paint sunflowers, but.
Right.
And then the reception is going to be Sunday at the corner building facing the Mississippi River at the end of Howard Street. You can't miss it because there's going to be big sunflowers painted in the windows.
Right.
And the contact, gentlemen, if there's any artists out there that would love to come and paint, The contact gentleman is Jack Bishop, and I have his number
Go
here.
ahead. You can give out Jack's number.
Okay, it's 573-250-5025. And he is a contact person for any artist. There's a free entry fee, great prizes on Sunday, and you can actually purchase the artist's work.
All right. And the Windsor Chair Shop is in downtown Clarksville. You can't miss it, right?
Right. We're right across the street from City Hall.
Yeah, you can't miss it. The Windsor Chair Shop, if you can't make it to Clarksville, their website, thewindsorchairshop.net, thewindsorchairshop.net. What I love is the different names of the chairs. They got the New York chair, the Nantucket chair, the Boston chair, it's really, really,
and the
really
stools and
the stools and the two-seaters. And I like the one where you have the little writing side on it.
That's called a Connecticut rotting arm.
Holy mackerel, that is fantastic.
That was Thomas Jefferson's favorite chair.
That's my next one, and it's
okay.
not that I'm going to use a quill pen, but it's great for a laptop.
Oh yeah, you can put a laptop, ye old laptop, as we say.
Yeah.
And you can have, sit and have a meal on it, and they're awesome chairs. And we, of course, make a children's version and left-handed.
And you've never had to get one back. You've never had
never had one returned.
Wow,
yeah.
That is just extraordinary craftsmanship. Karen Quick, owner of the Windsor Chair Shop in Clarksville, Missouri. For more information, what's the phone number out there?
573-242-3700.
And the windsorchairshop.net. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank you, Jack.
McGraw. Close
McGraw,
enough.
I'm sorry.
Close enough.
McGraw, Millhaven.
Just as long as you got the name right on the chair. That's
it
all I
is,
care
it is.
about.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
9:25 here, Big 550 KTRS.
I don't know.
This is McGraw Live on KPLR 11.2 ST.